All right. So thank you guys for hopping on tonight. I hope that you are just blowing it up today because our wrap party last night was seriously fantastic. We had a lot of people get on and participate. If you're not taking advantage of those every week, we didn't do one last week because it was the 4th of July, but other than that, we do them every single week. They are amazing. All it is just I've been with the company for 4 years, so I'm really comfortable talking about the products and what they do and how they work. And I'm really comfortable talking about the business. I'm comfortable talking about, what this company has done for me, sharing my story. So basically the party is me talking about the products, me talking about the business, and you just get your potentials on. So you just invite everybody from your friends list, first of all, and then you also actually specifically go to your potentials and say, hey, my team is doing this really cool thing this week, Wednesday night. It's like a virtual product webinar where you can learn a little bit more about the products, learn a little bit more about what we do, and you can even win some free stuff. And I just pick one winner out of all the participants in the party. And that way it's going to give your potentials more exposure. And the point of giving potentials more exposure to this business is most people are not going to sign up, are not going to order the first time that you talk to them. They need to get more information. They need to feel comfortable. And sometimes, we do this on social media, right? Which is really, really great because it means we can reach people all over the world. But it also means that people are going to be a little bit skeptical because they can't see us face to face. They can't have that conversation with us. They can't get an idea of what our emotions are and, how confident we are about this and what we do and everything. So when you can get face to face with somebody somehow, then that just makes your exposure to them that much more effective. So we don't do wrap parties, we do these virtual ones. So if you're talking to your potentials all week long, and if you have somebody who's like, I don't know, I'm just skeptical, I don't know if I'm ready yet, or they start ghosting on you, you stop getting a response to them or from them. The whole point of the parties is for you to just send them the link to the party and say, hey, I understand that you still have more questions. Maybe you're not ready to do this yet, but my team is doing this really cool thing Wednesday night. This is the link. You just hop on. You can enter to win free products. You'll learn a little bit more about what the products are, what they do, how they work, and a little bit more about what we do as distributors. Like, are you going to be able to hop on? And I sent that to every single one of my potentials on Instagram, every single one of my potentials in my phone, and as many of my Facebook potentials as I possibly could. I mean, I have hundreds, thousands of potentials between people that I'm texting with, people on Facebook and people on Instagram. So when we do these parties every week, I'm sending out the link to the party to all of my potentials on every different communication portal that I'm talking to people on. And, maybe out of the hundreds of people that I get to follow up with and send them the link, 15 of them get on. But after those planners, those parties, I was reading something. After those parties, I'm always getting messages from people saying, thank you so much for inviting me. That was super, super helpful. I'm really excited. I'm definitely joining this Friday, or I'm definitely joining tomorrow, or I'm definitely joining the next time I get paid, or I definitely want to hear more about, this, and this product because I think I'd like to try it. Or, I had a girl last night who watched we were talking on Instagram, and she was just like, I don't know, I just need time to think about it. And I said, that's totally fine. I'm doing this thing on Facebook. This is what it is. This is how it works. This is the link. Why don't you hop on it? And she hopped on, she added me as a friend. And after I got done doing the product walkthrough and posting what the business is, and while, who went live in there last night and told their story? Maria. And while Maria was going live with her story, this girl messaged me on Instagram and she said, okay, after watching your live and seeing the whole party and everything, I'm ready to do this. But she said she wanted to wait a few days. And then I just said, you know what, why don't we just do it now? I want you to take advantage of this free Fit 15. If you have the money right now, you might as well just get started. She said, okay, you know what? I'm sold. I'm doing it. She signed up. We got her in right away, posting, talking to people. And then today she actually signed up a distributor, which is super, super exciting. So, these parties are amazing. If you're not getting people on them, get people on them. If you are getting people on them, but it's not, turning into something for you, make sure that you're getting a lot of people on them, and make sure after the party, you guys go back through the posts. And like, I have the post worded specifically so that people are participating and commenting on this stuff, so that you can go through and you can go, okay, which of my potentials commented on the giveaway post? So that means that all of these people are interested enough to at least comment that they wanted to win free stuff. So I go through the giveaway posts and I look for my potentials who tagged me in the giveaway post, and I'm messaging them and I'm saying, hey, I saw you commented on the post in the party. You're interested in losing weight and making money. You're interested in, making this amount of money, whatever the thing was that they wanted to get on for, because they say that in the comments. And then I do posts up until the party talking about different products that we want to showcase, our most popular ones, and people are commenting on it, saying they're wanting more information. So you have to go through those posts and say, okay, this potential tagged me in this post, and that means that she's interested in the stretch mark cream. So I'm going to message her and say, hey, I saw you commented on that post during the party. I'm really glad you were able to hop on, and you're interested in the stretch mark cream. I would love to tell you more about that. And then just have a conversation with them about it. So yeah, that's basically it. But if you're getting potentials on the party, but you're not following through with them, you're not following up with them, then it's just not going to do what you want it to do for you. There's more to it. You have to follow up with them. So that's the parties. Now, the other thing, let's see. So on a daily basis, that's just something really cool that we're doing on our team, and other teams do it. Some teams do it a little bit differently than we do. I liked the idea of doing like the hybrid live video walkthrough of the products, live video walkthrough of the business, and somebody sharing their story along with posts about the products. Because we all know, like, some people don't want to watch the live, or they can't catch the live, but if they can see the products in the business or in the event, and they can see what it is that we have to offer, and see before and after pictures, and see a bunch of people commenting interested, then I don't know. I like the way that we do it with the hybrid thing, but that's just one part of what we do in this business, or on this team. So on a daily basis, you guys should be posting, messaging, following up, and talking and adding people. So a lot of what the questions were kind of, working your business on a daily basis in small windows of time, how you organize your potentials, how you have good time management, how you follow up with potentials that aren't responding to you, sealing the deal, following up time, staying motivated. So yeah, anyway, on a daily basis, we are working our business by posting. We post about the products, and we post about the business, what it is doing for us, what it's going to do for us, why we joined, things like that. We're posting about the products, what they're doing for us, what they're doing for our teammates, and just simple generic stuff like, who on my friends list is looking to lose weight? Who do I know that wants to grow out their hair? Who do I know that's pregnant and trying to prevent stretch marks? Who do I know that has stretch marks and doesn't want them? Like, just anything that's going to get you potentials. Try different stuff. Follow leaders that are having a lot of success. If you're seeing, like, at the end of the month, when you're seeing people getting announced as promoting to emerald, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, you better be going to their Facebook pages and clicking follow on them, because those are the people who know what they're doing. They're doing the right stuff to get them to these ranks that are making $1,000 to $10,000 a month. And this business is just about copying the right cats. So at the end of the month, when you're seeing people who are promoting and doing amazing things, follow them. Follow them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram if you can. And then do what they do. So if you're seeing people who are making posts and you're like, oh my gosh, that's such a good post, copy it and then tweak it to fit your story and put your own picture with it and things like that. And along the way, you're going to find your own voice. But for me, my enrollments, like the number of enrollments that I was getting monthly, completely just exploded when I finally went, okay, I'm done trying to just figure this out my own way. I'm going to do what successful people do, and along the way, like, I'll find my own version of that or my own style. And I realized Jade was signing a ton of distributors. and she had posts that were really, really moving. So I started following Jade closely on Facebook, and every time she made a post that I would read it and go, ugh, that gets me pumped. Then I was copying and pasting it, and I was just fitting it in with my story. And like Jade was posting about where she was because of this business. I was posting about where I was going to be because of this business, but I was just taking her wording because she had a really good way with words. And then along the way, I found my own style and my own voice. And within a few months, I was writing my own posts. And, doing that, copying her, took me from enrolling 1 to maybe 3 distributors a month to enrolling 6 to 10 distributors a month, and then 10 to 20 distributors a month, and more, and customers too. So just copy the right cats. But for time management, you need to make sure that you're doing those 4 things on a daily basis: posting, messaging, following up, growing your network. So that means that you have to figure out, what are your daily minimums? How many times a day can you guarantee yourself that you are going to post? It should be at least once about the product, at least once about the business. And then if you can do stuff on your story too, that's even better. Like on your Instagram story, polls, just little things. Follow me on Instagram. I'm public. You can see my story, and you can see the kind of stuff that I'm posting, and you can copy that kind of stuff. But yeah, every single day you should be doing at least 1 post about the products, at least 1 post about the business, and then something on your story. And then also be posting about your life, what your animals are doing, what you had for dinner, what your kids are doing, stuff with your family, stuff with your friends, stuff about your house. Inspirational quotes are good fillers, things like that. Let's see. So yeah, that's the posting. And then messaging. You should be messaging new people every single day. On Facebook, the only thing I message for is, we call them host to posts. And that's basically, Allie Frazier said it on the How to Go Diamond and Above Zoom. But she said, guys, host to posts have been around forever. They're referrals. They're you reaching out to your friends and family and just saying, hey, I just started a new business. Can I get some referrals? Like Matt's brother is a financial advisor. And back when he used to be an insurance agent. And when he first started as an insurance agent, he would talk to us and he would just say, can you guys, do you have email addresses of like 5 people who might be interested in purchasing insurance? And that was just asking for referrals. So even if it's just so much cooler to be able to go down your entire friends list and not message people asking them to buy, just asking them messaging them, asking them to post for you. That's it. You're just asking for referrals basically. But rather than saying, hey, who do you know that would be interested in this stuff? You're just saying, I know that you have people that are going to be interested in this stuff. So why don't I give you a post and you can put it up on your page and I'll give you free stuff if you do that for me. And then that way they can just be like, okay, cool. I can handle that. You give them a post, they copy and paste it to their page. And then anybody who comments on that post, you're adding as friends and you're reaching out to them. I personally only do weight loss host to post, but I know that Shelby gets a lot of customers and she gives people a couple of different options for what they can post. But it's totally up to you. But for me, I like to do weight loss because it's the most popular and it's going to get me the biggest volume orders. And that means you're going to make the most money off of that stuff. So yeah, I message on Facebook, just trying to get people to post for me on their Facebook. And then I'm messaging the people who are commenting on those posts. And those are my potentials. So you want to be messaging as many people as it takes to get a certain number of posts up on Facebook a day. For me, my goal is 10, because I know that if 10 people post for me, maybe 5 of them aren't going to get any comments. And usually if they're not getting any comments, I'm going to go to that post. I'm going to comment on it like a heart or a thanks girl or a couple of before and after pictures or something like that, just to bump it back up in the newsfeed. And sometimes that gets something going. But I say I want 10 posts a day because I know that half of them are going to be duds and the other half might get me, 5 or 6 comments. So that's going to get me, let's see, if I'm getting 5 or 6 comments from 5 posts, that's 30 new potentials every single day, which is really, really good. So that's 30 new people a day that you're having conversations with that are interested in these products, interested in whatever health goal. And even if they don't sign up today, that's why we follow up. So that's what I'm doing on Facebook, is just getting people to post for me. And then on Instagram, I message for whatever I need. I have spent 4 years building up my Instagram to where I have 8,000 followers. So I have a lot of people, and I'm constantly still getting new followers, hundreds of new followers every week. And I would say that if you are new to Instagram and you don't have a lot of followers, then just spend your time doing host-to-posts on Facebook. Honestly, you can get to like Ruby just doing host-to-posts on Facebook and not having anything to do with Instagram for a while, or not anything to do with it, but not messaging on Instagram. So like for Instagram, I would say if you're new to it, just spend this time building it up, getting followers, posting on it. And that way you're just kind of building this rapport with these people. You're building a cold market. And in the meantime, host a post on Facebook. You can host a post on Facebook for products, for weight loss if you're trying to get customers, or you can host a post on Facebook for distributors and just make it a super simple post. Like, who on my friends list, or have them post this for you. Who on my friends list is looking to make some extra money this summer, like $300 to $500 a month or more. Super, super simple. Anybody who comments, that's a potential distributor. You're adding them as a friend, and you're just saying, hey, you wanted to make some extra money this summer? And they're going to be like, yeah, what's the info? What are the details? What's the catch? Something like that. And you're just going to give them a little bit of a rundown of what it is that we do. And then I send them the income graph chart, and I say, pick a number. How much extra a month would help you out? And they pick a number. I say, that's awesome. We can totally make that happen. And those numbers are just commission. They don't even include the weekly bonuses that we earn, the $1,000 bonus you can earn this month, the free products, the $5,000 bonus you can earn by the end of September. So what do you think? Like, are you in? Do you have any questions? So that's kind of just the direction of the conversation. So do that on Facebook. That's how you get distributors, is host a posting on Facebook. And you're going to get customers by host posting on Facebook and having them post about the products. Make sure that you're not only adding people from host to post. Add people. If you have somebody who says no, they don't want to post for you, don't waste your time arguing with them or trying to find out why they don't want to post for you. Just go into their friends list and send 25 friend requests to girls on their Facebook friends list, because you don't need their permission to add their friends, and you want to be constantly growing your friends list anyway so that you have more people to ask to post for you. And then on Instagram, you just, once you get to a certain point where you have like 2,000 followers, continue following so that you can get more followers, because you always want to get new eyes on your posts. But once you hit like 1,000 or 2,000 followers, then I would start messaging on Instagram. But in the meantime, host a post on Facebook, like I said, can get you all the way to Ruby. And while you're working on that, you're just getting a lot of followers and posting. Let's see. And then for, I just lost my train of thought. This baby's like sucking the life out of me. I have zero concentration. I found out that I have gestational diabetes this morning, so now I get to start going to see a specialist for that. So that's awesome. Anyway, okay, so that's posting and that's messaging on Facebook and Instagram, and then following up. So like I said, most people that we talk to on a daily basis are not going to order or join the first time that we talk to them. So you have to be prepared that you're going to follow up with them. And sometimes you're going to follow up with people multiple times and they're not going to respond to you. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that they're not interested anymore. It just means that they're not ready yet. It just means that they have to, think about it more. They have to watch you more. And that's why we post. And so you get these people as potentials, you have conversations with them. If they're not ready right now, or they just stop responding to you, then for a couple of days, you can keep going after them and just say like, hey, are you still there? What questions did you have? Are you ready to get your order in? I got one spot left, different follow-ups like that. And if you're just not hearing from them, that's okay. They're going to watch you and they will join our order when they are ready. And some people, it's going to take them a couple of days to be ready. Some people are going to take a couple of weeks. Some people are going to take a couple of months. Some people are going to take a couple of years. You can't control when they're going to sign up. The only thing that you can control is how often you follow up with them, how many times a day, and how good your posts are, so that they're like really connecting with these people. But don't wait around for them. That's why we keep messaging. That's why we message every single day. We don't just go like, okay, cool, I have 4 people who said they're interested in the products. I need 4 customers, so I should be good. Like those 4, they just need to order and then I'm good. And then when they don't order, you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I can't believe these 4 people fell through and now I have no customers. Like you just keep messaging. So for my follow-up routine, what I'm doing, because you guys were asking about organizing potentials and sealing the deal. So for me, what I do is, let's say I have people post for me, okay? I have people post for me on Facebook and they get comments on their posts wanting to lose weight. So I have my planner set up like this. I have a column for potential customers. I have a column for potential distributors. And then I have this column for people who literally told me I am signing up on this date or whatever. And that's just, I put a little star next to them. How you organize your follow-ups or how you organize your potentials is going to be kind of based on like how your brain works and then the type of planner that you have, what your planner looks like. But this is how my planner is laid out. So if I have somebody post for me about like weight loss and I have people comment on it, then I'm going to add all of those people as friends and I'm going to message them, hey, you're looking to lose some weight? And they say, yeah. And then I go through the whole spiel with them. How much are you looking to lose? What's your lifestyle like, your diet, et cetera? Do you like coffee? And then I make the product recommendation. But as soon as I see them comment on the post and I add them as a friend and message them, they're going in my potential customer column. And then if I have somebody post for me about the business and I get potentials from that, then they're going in my potential distributor column. Or if I'm messaging on Instagram specifically for distributors, which the message is usually something like, hey, I hope this isn't totally out of the blue, but I follow you and I love all of your posts. I just think you're so pretty and really outgoing. And I kind of think you'd be amazing at what I do. Are you looking to make some extra money this summer? And that way I'm giving them a compliment. It's something genuine. It's low pressure. It's very, very simple and vague. So I'm not saying, so I'm a distributor for It Works and I'm looking to expand my team. And like, I don't want it to be about me. I want it to be about them. So that's the kind of message I'm sending on Instagram. Or if I'm meeting customers, then I'm sending a message like, hey, I hope this isn't totally out of the blue, but you're so pretty. And I just thought that you would be perfect for my 90-day product challenge. I'm looking for somebody right now to just try out a product and give me some feedback. Would you be interested in that? And if they say yes, then I give them a list of like 4 different products to choose from or 4 different goals to choose from. And they pick, and then I talk to them, about their goals and I recommend the right products for that. But so if I message on Instagram and somebody is interested and whether they're a potential customer or potential distributor, they go in that appropriate column. And then the reason that I instantly write them down is because this is my list of my potentials. So these people are the people that I was having a conversation with about the products or about the business on Monday. Okay. Some of them said, okay, well, I get paid on this date, so I will join then, or I will order then. So then I just cross them out and I write their name in the whatever date that they gave me, and I put a star next to their name. And then that way I cross them out so that I know, like, okay, I don't need to keep checking in with them. I have a date for them, so I cross them out. If they just fizzled, stopped responding to me, then I know, like, okay, so Monday night I went back through my planner and I said, okay, so this person, she stopped responding to me, so I'm just going to message her, hey, so I never heard back. What are you thinking about this? What questions do you have? Just wherever the conversation left off. And if I'm still not hearing back, then I'll follow up the next day and just say, are you there? Or what else did you want to know? Are you ready to do this? Something like that. And if I still don't hear back, then I'm not going to continue really pursuing that. I'm going to move on and I will have new potentials whose names are getting written down and people who do respond to me. So let's say that, one of these people from Monday didn't respond to me Monday night anymore, but then Tuesday they responded to me. Well, then I'm writing their name again in Tuesday's list, and I know, okay, so that means that night I need to continue having that conversation with them. And just once it gets to a point that they're not responding to me anymore, I stop moving them forward in my planner, and I just go, that's fine. Like they're watching me. At some point they'll respond to me. This Friday when I go through a big follow-up, I'll work my way back through my whole week and they'll get another follow-up message from me. And then, next week when I'm inviting people to our team party, I'll go back a couple of weeks and I'll send invites through all of my potentials in my planner there. But, for the most part, who I'm moving forward are the people who are continuing to have conversations with me. And then who I'm also writing down new potentials. So that's how I keep people organized. Does that make sense or help? And if some people I know like to keep a big master list of all of their potentials, and then the people who go in their planner are just the ones that they have serious conversations with or actually get a date from. But for me, I have to write down everybody or I'm going to forget. And the goal is, most people get busy. People just forget to respond sometimes, or people are skeptical. They have doubts, they have fears, they have hesitations. And that's why they're not responding to you. It's not because you're annoying. It's not because they're not interested anymore. It's just because they have something that's holding them back. And you just keep following up with them. You don't take it personally when they don't respond. They're not ready. They will be at some point. But in the meantime, you're going to get new potentials and you're going to find people who are ready right away. So that's how I organize it. And then I usually put a note next to their name if I'm talking to them on Facebook. I write FB next to their name. If I'm talking to them on Instagram, I write IG next to their name. And if I'm talking to them via text, I write text next to their name. And then that way I know when I go to follow up with them, I'm not looking for somebody that I'm talking to on Instagram, but on trying to find them on Facebook or something. So that's how I organize my follow-up. So so the people that I talked to today, I'm following up with tonight and tomorrow. And if I'm not hearing back from them, I'm going to follow up with them the following Friday. And then I'm going to invite them to the next couple of parties. And then beyond that, if I'm just still not hearing from them at all, I know that they're there, they're watching, but I'm not going to waste my time continuously just following up with the same potentials over and over and over again. If they're not even responding to me, my time is better spent moving on, finding new potentials and just trusting, look, they're going to join when they're ready. They're going to watch my posts. I'm going to they'll get invited to parties. They'll hop in when I want to do a giveaway or something like that at some point, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it. There's 7 billion people in the world. I'll go out and find new people. So we post, message, follow up. That's the follow up system that I have. And then for, adding. So we add friends on Facebook when they comment on a post that somebody did for us, or I'll just go into people's friends list who said no to me about posting for me or about ordering or whatever. They're like, nope, I want nothing to do with that. Okay, cool. You think it works as a scam? Well, 50 of your friends probably don't. So I'm going to add 50 of your friends because they are open-minded to it. And then I just go into their friends list and add them. So Facebook is pretty straightforward. Do not add from suggested friends. Don't add from the people you may know, because who Facebook suggests to you is other It Works distributors. So you want to actually organically go into people's friends list, go to where it shows everybody, and I just add pretty girls that look normal. So don't feel well, I don't want to add random people in my Facebook because that's not safe. I post my kids on here. Good. Don't add serial killers. Don't add people that have scary profile pictures. Don't add men. That takes out a lot of it. Sorry if there's any guys on here, but seriously, men are usually the creepy ones. I can't 3 times a day in my inbox in Instagram is some guy saying, "Hey, pretty lady." I'm like, does that ever work? I don't know. So just saying, hey, just in case you're feeling my profile picture. No, I just block them all the time. But yeah, you just don't add men, and that pretty much takes care of it. So that's how I'm adding on Facebook. And then on Instagram for following people, guys, if you have an iPhone, download Captivate, pay $5 for the cloud upgrade. Okay. It's totally, totally worth it. And it's tax deductible. If you have an Android phone, I'm really sorry, go Diamond so that you can afford to buy yourself an iPhone. And you can use Captivate. I don't know if there's an app that does it on Android, but so how Captivate works is just you basically pre-select who you want Instagram or who you want to follow on Instagram, and then Captivate will run in the background and follow all those people. If you don't have Captivate, then you can only follow like 20 people an hour. So what you need to be doing is you need to find somebody on Instagram that, post like what you are interested in following. So if you're a mom, find a mom blogger. If you're really into makeup or fashion or something like that, find a blogger that's into that. If you go to college and you connect really well with college students, then find somebody who is a college student and has lots and lots of followers. And you kind of have to play around with it on Instagram until you find people who are good or have a good following. So for me, I found a couple of pages like a boutique. I found a location that I could search that has a lot of college students that post. And it's like a lot of sorority girls, which is good. And then I found a mom blog who has a lot of really good quality followers who are normal people, not just a bunch of other mom bloggers. Because following a bunch of mom bloggers isn't going to do you any good because they're not interested in this, or they're not even going to check their inbox because they have 25,000 followers who are blowing up their notifications all day. And don't do like fitness pages and stuff, because if you follow from fitness pages, it's just going to get you a bunch of other fitness people, and they're like, I don't think they're even real. I think they have somebody else running their account or something like that. So yeah, moms, college students, just girls in general. Like I used to follow from Joanna Gaines's followers. I'm pretty sure that's where I found Christine Barber is from the Joanna Gaines followers, and she's now almost double diamond on our team. So anyway, yeah, I used to go into Joanna Gaines's page, and I would find her most recent picture, which was usually in the last 24 hours, and I would click the likers on it, and it would just pull up everybody who liked that picture, and I would just go down the line clicking follow on every single girl that I saw. Now Joanna Gaines has like millions and millions of followers, so it doesn't work that way anymore because there's just way too many people, and she has followers from like the Philippines and stuff, like, so that's not going to do me any good because we don't ship there. So I just find moms who have a blog and have like, 4,000 followers or 10,000 followers at most, and are getting like 500 to 1,000 likes on their pictures. That's usually a good number to look for. So I find that. And then I go to their most recent picture and I say, okay, she's got 600 likes on this picture. I go to the likers and I look, okay, what are the top 100 likes? Are these normal people or are these other mom bloggers? If they're normal people, then I'm just going to go down the line and I'm going to click follow on the first 20 girls that I see. And then in an hour, I'll get back on there again and I'll follow again. And then in another hour, I'll get on there and I'll follow again. If you have an iPhone, you can download this app called Captivate. You can go to that same picture within the app and you can just click quick select and select all of the people who like this picture and then click follow and then add it to your cloud queue, and it will run in the background while you are just doing other stuff on your phone. So I can spend 5 minutes at night before I go to bed just setting up my Captivate app to follow 800 people for me, and it will follow those 800 people in it's like one person every minute and a half for the next day and a half. And then once it gets through all those actions, then I use Captivate to go back into the people who I'm following and see who's not following me back, because you want to keep your following and followers about even. Otherwise you look like a spam account if you're following way more people than are following you. So I get in the Captivate app and then I just select I have it select all the people who are not following me, and I have it unfollow those people. And then that just runs in the background and does that. So I can just set that up in 5 minutes every night to do that. If you you don't have an iPhone, maybe you can get an iPad. You can get an iPad on Amazon for like $200 and just set that up every single day to follow for you on Captivate, and then that can just be running for you. But so that's how I add on Instagram. You kind of just have to play around with it a little bit, the app and the, like, following on Instagram. And like, I learned this through trial and error and getting on videos and hearing people say what was working for them and how they were finding followers. It's like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. That helps. And that's how I found out about the Captivate app in the first place. So if you have an iPhone or an iPad, I definitely recommend downloading that app and paying the $5 for the cloud upgrade and running that. But if you have to do it manually, then just set like 10 alarms on your phone a day. Or like, I mean, you probably go to the bathroom 8 to 10 times a day. So just every time you go to the bathroom, be like, oh, I got to follow people. And you just get on Instagram and you pull up that same person's profile, the picture, the followers, and just scroll down to wherever you left off and go down and click follow on 20 more names. Boom. You just made money while you were peeing. So, and as far as organizing your time too, guys, I used to work full time. When I joined this business, I was working full time, 9 to 5 every single day. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was going straight from one job to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I was waiting tables. So I didn't have a lot of time, but I always had my phone in my pocket. I could go to the bathroom and I could follow people. If you can't have your phone in your pocket while you're at your job, then you're going to have to be creative and go, okay, well, I can have my phone in the morning. So I can follow 20 people twice before work, twice on my lunch break, and then like 6 times before I go to bed. Let's see. So yeah, time management is just about making a decision that you are going to do these minimum things every single day: posting, messaging, following up, and growing your audience, Facebook and Instagram, adding friends, adding followers. You just make a commitment and say, this is my job. Okay. I want to get paid from this business like a job. So I have to commit to actually showing up and doing these bare minimum things every single day, if not more. So you make the commitment that you're going to do these things every single day. And then you can have a list, like a to-do. I'm a big list person. So I love having, like, I wake up in the morning and I'm going, okay, what do I need to accomplish today? I need to get this many people to post for me. I need to get this many new messages out on Instagram today. I need to get this many follow-ups out. I need to add this many followers. I need to set up my Captivate. I need to send this many friend requests. So I make these lists of what I want to get accomplished for my business every single day. Or you can have the same list every single day and just say, okay, on my worst day, on my busiest day, what can I accomplish? Like if I work 12-hour shifts and I have 2 hours to work my business, what can I accomplish in those 2 hours? How many friend requests can I get out? How many follows can I get? How many messages can I get? How many people can I get to post for me? How many, posts can I get up? Things like that. You have 2 hours a day to work your business. So you have to plan for that. And then on the days when you have 8 hours, you're like, sweet, I have tons of time. So today I'm going to do those things that I would normally do in 2 hours. I'm going to do that, but then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again because I have 4 times the time. So that's what I was doing. Was I was working, 9 to 5, and then I had class, and then I had homework, and then on the weekends I was working. So I really only had like 1 to 2 hours most days to work this business. So I would follow when I went to the bathroom, follow and unfollow when I went to the bathroom. I'd post in the morning before I went to work. I'd post on my lunch break. I'd post a couple of times in the evening after work. And then I would have like 1 to 2 hours where I could just sit down and go, okay, now I'm going to get this many new messages out on Instagram. I'm going to get this many new messages out on Facebook. And this was before host post. So we were just messaging to like get customers or get distributors. So I would just say, I'm going to get that many messages out, and then I'm going to follow up with these people in my planner who I was talking to yesterday, the day before, and the day before that, and like the people who said they were going to join our order. And then on the days when it was like, okay, I don't have to work my full-time job today. I don't have homework, and I don't have I don't have my other job. I don't have classes. So I'm just going to work. And I would just sit down and do those things that I had on that list. I would just do them over and over and over again. And that was what really took my business to the next level. So just make your bare minimums. Figure out what is the bare minimum that you can accomplish on your worst day for your business. And then say, okay, and on my days that I have a lot of time, I'm just going to duplicate those efforts. I'm going to do them more. So like, we don't join this business and go, okay, God, I need 25 hours in a day now. Like, can you make that happen? Can you give me an extra hour in the day? Because that's not going to happen. You have to make the commitment to do these things every single day for your business because you want it to pay you like a business. You didn't spend $99 to make, $40 a month. You joined because you wanted $100, $200 a month, maybe $500 a month. Maybe you saw somebody who was making crazy, crazy money and you're like, I want to do that. I want to make that happen. How do I make that happen? You commit to doing these things on a daily basis for your business, and then you do them more and more and more. And, at first too, it's going to be hard to get the number of messages out that you want, get the number of posts up that you want, because you just don't have that groove and you don't have that confidence and you don't feel comfortable with it. Like, it's just new at first. So you might struggle to get those bare minimum things done. But then over time, in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, you're going to fall into this routine and be like, okay, I can get a lot done with an hour or two a day. And even now, I do this business full time, or like before I had kids. So before I had Emmett and it was just Matt and I had nothing to do all day but work this business. But that doesn't mean that all day, every day I was working this business. I was still very, very intentional with my time. And I was like, okay, well, I may have all day to work this business, but that doesn't mean that I don't have other obligations, that I don't have, a house to keep clean, errands to run, dinner to make, things like that. So I just was still intentional with my time, but I did have more of it. So I went, okay, so if this is what my power hour looks like, where I just am very intentional with my business for an hour, I have 6 hours a day now to work my business. So I can do that 6 times and just be intentional about it in the time that I'm giving it. And then the rest of the day is mine to do whatever I want. And now I have Emmett and Matt's home, and we have stuff that we're doing for the house and different things. And I just know that, okay, a couple of times a day. So in the morning, I wake up before Emmett and before Matt, and I get, so many people to post for me. I get so many messages out on Instagram. I'll scroll back through Instagram too, and I'll unsend and resend messages to people who never responded to me. Because you can do that an unlimited number of times. I think you can only send maybe 10 messages an hour on Instagram, new messages an hour. No, how many? More? Really? It normally stops me after 15 or 20. You've been able to do 76 all at once? Unsend and resends or completely new messages? Huh, okay. Well, so yeah, I'll do a couple of things before and get a few messages out before Matt and Emmett wake up. And then they're up, and then it's, okay, I'm getting Emmett breakfast and I'm taking care of him for the morning and playing with him. And while we're playing, then I'm also responding to people. I'm answering screenshots from my distributors. And I'm coming up with kind of a game plan for the day. Okay, what message am I going to be sending? What follow-ups am I going to be sending? So I kind of have this queue ready in my phone for what messages I'm going to send. So on Facebook, I was really proud of myself yesterday. So what I did was I had a message for a follow-up for potential customers, a follow-up for potential distributors, and then a host-to-post message, okay? And I had them all in a text replacement. So if your phone has text replacement, this is really, really handy. So I had these 3 different message options because basically those are going to be your 3 things that you might need to message for on Facebook, right? Is either having somebody, if you've never talked to them before, you're going to have them host a post for you. If you've talked to them before about the products, they're a potential customer, you're going to send a potential customer follow-up. If you've talked to them about the business before, they're a potential distributor, you're going to send out a potential distributor follow-up. So what I did yesterday was I had these 3 messages queued up in my text replacement, and I just went into my Messenger inbox. Ooh, it's dark or bright. Hold on. Let's see if this works. No. You see that now? I don't know. So, so I just go into my Messenger and I click active, and then I just scroll down to where it wasn't distributors on my team anymore. And I just started pulling up a conversation. I'm like, okay, I've never talked to them before. So I'm going to type my text replacement for host a post, and I'm going to send her that message. Okay, boom, just send her a message. And then I'm going to go to the next person in line. And okay, so this was somebody that the last time I talked to them, we were talking about the business. So I'm going to send them a business follow-up. And with the Free Fit 15 that's going on right now, the promotion that's going on right now, I have a follow-up for my potential distributors, which is, oh my gosh, did you see I'm offering a free 15-day sample pack of Skinny Coffee Shake Greens Cleanse Wraps and Defining Gel when you get started right now. This is your chance to try stuff yourself or sell them for extra cash, plus all these bonuses. I only have a couple spots left for this. Are you ready to get started? And then for the potential customers, I have a follow-up about the Fit 15 as well. It's, hey, so I know we were talking about the products, but are you interested in making some extra income and getting paid to use the products? I'm offering $300 worth of products, Cleanse, Skinny Coffee, Shake, Greens, Wraps, and Toning Gel, free when you join right now. What do you think? Do you want in? So, so yeah, that's potential distributor, potential customer, and then I have the host a post message, which is just, hey, can I ask you a huge favor? I'm up for a crazy promotion, so close to hitting it. Would you be willing to throw up a post for me on your page to help me out? I will even enter you to win free products. So those are the 3 options. So that way, if I come up to somebody I've never talked to before, host a post message. Somebody that was a potential distributor message. Potential customer, sending the potential customer message. And you can just like quickly scroll down and send out all of these messages through your active list. So I was doing that for like an hour. And then I'd switch to Instagram and go, okay, I'm going to message 10 new people on Instagram. And I usually go to like a picture on my Instagram that got a lot of likes. So, and usually it's a non-It Works post. So I don't message people who like my post because they liked my post about It Works. Because I don't care about that, because just because they liked my It Works post doesn't mean that they're interested in It Works. Just like somebody not liking my It Works post doesn't mean that they're not interested in It Works. So I got 589 likes on my bump picture from me being 30 weeks. So I'm just going to click the likers on that bump picture. Okay. And I'm just going to go down the line and I'm going to send a cold message to 10 of those people, or 15 or 20 or whatever, until Instagram's like, nope, you can't do that. And it stops me. And then once Instagram stops me from messaging any more people, and I'm just messaging for whatever I need. If it's, so I'll pull somebody up and I'll go to message them. And sometimes it'll show me that, oh wait, I actually messaged them. So I'm going to unsend that and I'm going to resend that message, or I'm going to resend a different message or something like that. So for, like, I just messaged that girl. But yeah, you just go down on a post that you did that got a lot of likes. And this is the reason that I say wait until you have like 1,000 or 2,000 or more followers, so that you're actually getting that kind of interaction. But the other thing that you can do is you can just go into your followers and scroll down and work your way through the people who are following you, or work your way through the people that you're following. Just try different stuff, see what works for you. But what works for me is finding a post that I got a lot of likes on. There's nothing to do with It Works, and I just go down the line messaging people. I'm pretty sure that's how I ended up messaging Erica Taylor, who is a diamond on this team. So She just liked one of my non-it works pictures, and I ended up messaging her about the business. And she was like, oh my gosh, actually, I was just looking through your posts and I am totally interested in making extra money. So, and I knew she was looking at my posts because she had liked one of them. But I didn't say, hey, I saw you liked my post. Are you interested in this? I just sent her a cold message, like one of the ones that I said earlier, and basically played stupid, like, oh, really? You're liking my post? I did not know that. That's so cool. What a coincidence. It must be fate. Like, so that's how I do it. Did you message me first? Okay. But yeah, that's my system. And then on Instagram, so if I message, 50 people on Instagram and it stops me from messaging at that point, then I go back and Daisha, I liked your post and followed you on Instagram. Yeah. I mean, like, people who want to join, they'll join. You just gotta reach out to them. I don't remember what I was going to say. But yeah, that's okay. So yeah, I'll send like 50 messages on Instagram until it stops me. And then I'm like, okay, so it made me stop. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scroll down through my inbox and see, okay, I messaged these people like 2 weeks ago and I've got this whole chunk of them that never responded. So I'm just going to go back in and unsend and send a different message, unsend, send a different message, unsend, send a different message for like, 30 minutes or something like that. And I can do that while I'm sitting here playing with Emmett. While he's watching a movie, I'm watching him play, whatever. He's having lunch. Like, that's not something that you have to have a lot of brain power for. And then people respond. And if they're interested, I write them in my planner. And then that way I remember tonight when I'm going back through my conversations to go, oh, that's right. I was having this conversation with this girl on Instagram who was interested. So I'm like all over the place. I'm really, really sorry, guys. Seriously, I can't focus on anything. And now I have to go full keto. I don't know how I'm going to live without carbs. It's good. I'm going to have to figure it out. I don't know. We don't have that many carbs. It's just like fruit. And I have a piece of avocado toast in the morning. That's my bread. Because I have gestational diabetes, Tanya. I just found out today. I failed my 3-hour test. Failed, yeah. I was not expecting that because I passed the 1-hour one with Emmett, no problem. And my diet's exactly the same. Okay. So, I don't know. Does this help? Do you guys still have questions? We have a fruit fly. I know. I'm hoping that means it's a girl. I told Matt, I was like, it means she's made of sugar and spice. So. No gluten and dairy free. We don't even drink that much milk. Yeah, I have to, there's a freaking fruit fly in my face. I have to get like a glucose tester kit or blood sugar tester kit at the pharmacy tomorrow. I'll have to look into that. The keto bread, that sounds great. To make like keto pancakes with banana puree and protein powder or something. What? Yeah, in a second. Chandra asked, what do you guys think of Twitter? I don't mess with Twitter. From what I've read, like there's millions of users between Facebook and Instagram. And like pretty much everybody either has a Facebook or an Instagram, if not both. I don't even have a Twitter. And I don't know a lot of people that have a Twitter. I don't know how easy it is to message on there. So I don't mess with Twitter, and I don't really know anybody who's a top leader who messes with Twitter. I mean, I still talk to people every single day on Facebook and Instagram who've never even heard of It Works. So I would say just stick with what works, stick with what we have a system for, and don't mess with Twitter. And guys, don't make a separate page. Don't make a separate page. Make a separate, if you're not on Facebook, you're on Twitter. I mean, if you want to try Twitter, you can. And if you like blow it out of the water, teach everybody how you're doing it. But I just do what works, and Facebook and Instagram work for me. And it has like character limits, or at least it did the last time I used Twitter. Yeah, I know some people who use Snapchat, but I don't remember what I was about to say. I started saying something else. Well, and like the story feature on Instagram is very similar to Snapchat now, I guess. So, I mean, I love that. And I can do different stuff all day long, just different posts on my story of whatever. And I can integrate the products in the business and stuff on that too. But that's pretty much my routine on a daily basis. Is I just, post, message, follow up, grow your network, figure out how many a day or how much time a day you can spend doing those different things, and commit to doing that every single day. And then on the days that you have more time, just do more, give more. And it's not do more different things, it's do more of the same things over and over again. And that's what gets you results. And, don't freak out that people aren't responding to your follow-ups. Guys, I just signed a distributor on Monday who first talked to me 2 years ago, and she's killing it. And I signed a distributor last month who first talked to me almost 3 years ago, and she's killing it. So people will join when they are ready. Don't be afraid to push. Don't be afraid to give them a little bit of a nudge, because sometimes people have excuses and they have fears, and they just need you to take those away from them. And I'm not afraid to say to somebody, look, we've talked about this over and over again. You keep telling me how much you could use this, but you don't have time, or you don't have money, or you're worried you don't know anybody that's going to buy from you or whatever. And I want to say, like, if you keep looking for reasons not to join, you're always going to find them. So stop looking for reasons not to join, and just think about the one reason you need to do this, and let's do it. Like, if you're truly following up with people and having conversations with them, and you have them in mind, the money that they can make more, it's not just a spot on your chart. It's not just $100 bonus. Like, you think about what this business could do for them, and you make it about that. And you just boldly say, dude, our team is amazing. I'm a good leader. I'm going to teach you how to be successful at this. Stop putting it off. Let's do this. Like, don't be afraid to say that stuff to people, and have that kind of mindset where you're like, you know what? I'm a badass. I'm going to kill it in this business, and I would really, really like it if you do this with me, and just like stop making excuses and putting it off. But some people, you're going to learn to kind of judge the conversation where you're going, okay, this person, they are completely closed off to it right now. They will watch me. They will join when they're ready, and get them on the webinars each week. But in like my time, my days, my planner is full of the names of people who are actually having conversations with me, interested, excited about this, wanting to do this, whatever way that they can. I'm not worrying about the people who are like, nah, I'm good. Nope, still good. Nope, still don't have the money, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nope, still don't. Nope, I'm never going to have the money, so you might as well stop asking me. Like, those people aren't worth my time. And it's, them saying they don't have the money also, you guys, it doesn't mean that they don't have the money, all right? People who have no money still buy cigarettes, booze, tattoos. Those are not things that are essential to live. I'm not judging anybody. But I'm saying, if it's important to you, people have the money for it for whatever reason. I was a broke college student, but I wanted these products. So I paid money for these products, and I was a loyal customer before I became a distributor, because I had a spending problem. but also because when it's important to us, we find the money for it and we're willing to spend on it. So if you're hearing somebody over and over and over again say that they don't have the money, you just have to go, okay, I haven't shown them the value of this opportunity yet. I haven't shown them the value of this this product enough yet for them to finally step on board. So you have to continue following up, get them on the parties, because that is going to be huge for exposing them to the value of the opportunity and the products. But your posts are that's your game for being able to show people, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to be doing. This is what my team is doing. You know, I'm talking to so many people about these products. I'm talking to so many people about this business. I'm already about to earn a shopping spree. I'm already, lined up to earn weekly $100 bonuses. I'm going to be earning a $1,000 bonus this month. I'm going to be earning a $5,000 bonus this fall. I'm going to be paying off my family's debt in the next year, $50,000 in debt. I'm going to be buying us our dream house in the next 2 years. Just cast that vision with 100% confidence. That's where people start to see the value of the opportunity. But here's the other thing. Some people, when they first talk to you, they might not need the products right now. They might not need the opportunity right now. But the average person goes through a major life change like every year or every 18 months, something like that. So even if you have somebody today tell you, hell no, never in a million billion years would I ever want to do anything like what you're doing, 18 months from now, they're going to be hit with an unexpected medical expense. They're going to have their car totaled. They're going to find out that they're pregnant and they have to quit their job. Something is going to happen. And all of a sudden, this opportunity that you've been offering them is going to start looking pretty good. I mean, I've had people who I've seen post bashing It Works, like hating on it so hard, all of a sudden find out that they're having a baby and come to me with their tail between their legs, being like, hey, so can you tell me a little bit more about this business? Because I could really use some extra money now. I'm like, isn't that interesting? But I didn't get fired, something like that. So don't freak out just because you're hearing a lot of people say no or not right now or hell no or whatever, because someday that could change and you just have to stick around long enough to see the fruits of that labor. But in the you're not going to wait for them. You're going to be like, don't worry, 18 months, I'm going to go executive because you're going to join my team. Like we're not playing around with that. You're going to get 100 people to join your team before they do. And that's fine. Daisha, yeah, manifesting is huge. I have a video on my YouTube channel called The Law of Attraction and You, and it's kind of about how I integrated the law of attraction and The Secret into my business and how I made it work for me. And you have to just so hardcore believe that you are going to get people on your team, that you are going to get customers, that you are going to promote, you are going to hit these different goals. I spent the first 5 months of my business doubting every step of my journey, thinking maybe other people are meant for great things, but not me. And, I was barely signing customers, barely signing distributors, hadn't promoted at all. And finally, in my 5th month in the business, I watched The Secret. I was like, all right, let's give this a shot. Let's just start posting every single day about how I'm going to be a Ruby and I'm going to be a diamond by Christmas. I'm going to be making $2,000 a month. And I'm going to be extremely successful in this business. And I'm going to buy us our dream house someday. And when we have kids, this business is going to allow me to stay home with them. And it's going to pay off Matt's student loan debt. And I just started talking about that stuff all the time in all of my posts. And then I was having conversations with people and I was just going, you're going to join my team. You're going to join my team. You're going to order products from me. You're going to join my team. You're interested. Everybody I messaged today is going to be interested. And you just keep believing that and speaking that over yourself and your business and everything. And it took me 2 weeks of doing that every single day. And then I signed 4 distributors in the same weekend. I went executive that month, Ruby the month after that, Emerald 2 months after that, Diamond 2 months after that, and Triple Diamond 2 months after that. So it's crazy. And you're going to feel like an idiot while you're doing it because you're like, I'm speaking these insane things over my life in my business. I have no idea how they are going to happen because so far the only people that I've talked to have told me that this is a scam and that they would never be interested in this and that I should like get out while I still can. So I don't know how I'm going to make this happen, but I'm going to start speaking and believing like I know what's going to happen. And then the how just kind of reveals itself. There's a few of you guys that I've talked to about this, and you're like, I need to enroll more distributors. How do I enroll 20 distributors a month? I'm like, you just do. You say you're going to do it, and then you do it. And you just, all month long, you believe that you're going to do it, and you talk like you're going to do it, and you work like you're going to do it, and then you do it. And they're like, but how? But how do I do that? And it's just, you have to start with the belief. You have to start with that 100% confidence. Like, I'm enrolling 20 distributors this month. I don't know how. I trust that the how will reveal itself, but I'm going to do what I know how to do, and that's posting, messaging, following up, and growing my network. And I'm going to trust that like the posts that I make are going to be perfect. They're going to reach people. They're going to connect with them. The messages that I send are going to be exactly what somebody wanted to receive that day. The people that I'm going to be messaging are exactly the people who need this business, things like that. So yeah, the secret is huge. The law of attraction, huge. It starts with the belief and the confidence, and then the how reveals itself. So, I think that kind of covers everything that you guys had asked about. I'll put the recording for this on YouTube, but I mean, you guys are killing it with this Fit 15 deal. We have signed so many new distributors. Today alone, I couldn't get eSuite to update. It was like 13 distributors on the team just today alone, which is super, super exciting. So if you're one of those new people, welcome, first of all. Let me see if there's any other questions that I missed. Following up, sealing the deal, staying motivated. And then, okay, so staying motivated. When I was actually thinking about this the other day, I'm motivated to work my business when I'm having fun doing it. And I'm having fun working my business when I'm getting results. Okay. So if I want to get results, that means I have to work hard. So it's kind of like which came first, the chicken or the egg thing. Like you have to be excited about this. You have to be motivated by it, and results motivate you, but you can't wait for results to start working. So you have to say, okay, I want to love my business. I want to love what I'm doing. I want to be super, super successful because that's going to make me happy and that's going to motivate me. So in the meantime, I have to work really, really hard to get to that point where I am motivated and excited and getting results and promoting and doing the things, that make me feel good in my business. So you have to work based on what you want, not based on how you feel. You cannot let your emotions dictate your work ethic. So if you are having a day where you're like, I have a million other things to do, I don't feel like working this business at all. I have, this going on with my kids. I have this going on at work. I have this, I'm fighting with my husband. I don't feel like doing this at all. You have to think about where you want to be. Why did you join? What's your goal for this month? You want $1,000 Ruby bonus? What is that going to pay for you? And how is that going to make you feel getting it? How amazing are you going to, how like badass are you going to feel when you can say, I went Ruby and I got $1,000 bonus and I got like this $500 paycheck and I got all these fast start bonuses. It was amazing. Like how awesome are you going to feel? So you just have to work your business with those things in mind, what you want, not how you feel that day. I don't feel like working this business every single day, but I know that if I put in the time, I'm going to feel good about it while I'm doing it. I'm going to go, okay, like maybe my mind isn't there right now, but I just have to go, okay, suck it up. This is your job. Send out some messages. You're signing a distributor today. You're going to follow up this way on Facebook. You're going to put this really, really great post out there that's going to get people coming to you. And then before I know it, like maybe I didn't feel like working my business, but then I start getting into this groove and I'm having good conversations with people. And I'm, then all of a sudden I'm signing a distributor. I'm like, man, I'm so glad I worked my business today because like I got results now and I feel good about that. And it's because I put in the work. And yeah, like Emily said, you know, someone once told me, if you're too lazy to plow, don't expect a harvest. The more you plant, the bigger your garden will be. And, you know, we work this business every single day, whether we feel like it or not, because it's our job. And because this business gives us residual results. It pays us residual income and it gives us residual results. So most of the people, if you message 100 people a day, every single day this month, or you get 10, 15, 20 new potentials every single day this month, guess when most of those people are going to join our order? 3 months from now. All right. Are you still going to be around to be able to harvest that? And, you know, maybe you plant all of these seeds this month, but are you going to take care of those seeds? Are you going to water them? Are you going to fertilize them by following up, by posting every single day? And then in the meantime, are you going to continue sowing new seeds by getting new posts up like post to post up and messaging new people on Instagram and getting new followers and things like that? You know, it's a very cyclical thing. And we do the same thing over and over again. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't feel like, well, I'm posting, messaging, following up, and adding, and I'm not getting the results that I need, so I must be missing something. No, you just need to do it more. You need to do it more, and you need to do it better, and you need to do it for longer. And the dam will break and things will start to happen. But every time that you work your business for 3 days and then you stop working it for a week and then you work it again for 3 days and then you stop working it again for a week, you just sabotage yourself. You're planting seeds and then you're just like trampling all over them and you're not taking care of them. And you know, somebody else is going to come along and they're going to take care of those seeds and they're going to end up signing them up. So, you know, that was my big motivator back when I was often discouraged in my business, was I realized, like, okay, how stupid am I going to feel if I have this pity party and be like, oh, nobody's signing with me and nobody's ordering from me and maybe this just isn't from me because all these people are saying no. How stupid am I going to feel if I like quit or give up and then end up watching all of these people become customers or distributors down the line because somebody else stuck it out? Like, that was never going to be me. I was not going to be the person who didn't work my business to the fullest that I could, who didn't do everything that I could every single day for my business just to watch my potentials sign up with somebody else down the line. Like, I was talking to them, they're signing up with me. I'm going to be around when they're ready, whether that's a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, I'm going to be here. And I've had people who, I have people now joining the team who were actually distributors years ago and quit and are now joining again. And some of them were distributors on other teams. And they're like, well, you know, I was a distributor and my upline quit, so I quit. And now 2 years later, here you are, Sarah, you're still doing it works. So I figured, I like the company and I see that it's going really well for you, so I might as well sign with you. Like, that's what you have to look forward to if you just stick it out long enough and continue doing those 4 things every single day. And like I said, the dam will break, the enrollments will come, and you just have to trust that. Okay, I've kept you guys on long enough. I hope this was helpful. Tomorrow is Friday, so it's payday tonight and tomorrow for most people. Make sure that you have your potentials written down in your planner so that you can easily just go back through everybody that you've talked to in the last week, the last couple of weeks, and send them a follow-up. And I was saying the Fit 15 follow-up for potential customers and potential distributors, but I mean, if it's somebody that you were talking to the other day, then it can be something super simple like, hey girl, I got 2 spots left in my 90-day challenge. Are you free to get your order in? Hey girl, I got 1 spot left on my VIP team. I'm so excited to get you started. Are we ready? Are you ready to do this? You can keep it simple like that. Or just, hey, we were talking and never heard back from you. What's going on? Like, don't overcomplicate it. You're talking to human beings here, not like the president. They're just normal people. So yeah, tonight I am going to start following up with people that I've talked to this past week and the week before. I'm going to follow up with people who I got on the party. And I'm going to scroll down my Instagram inbox and I'm going to follow up with people that I've been talking to in there. I have my contacts grouped by my potentials. So like if I put them in my phone because I was talking to them and they're a potential distributor, I put that in their contact name. So it alphabetizes them. So all my potential distributors are grouped together. All my potential customers are grouped together. And you want to follow up in the next couple of days with as many people as you can. And if you're like, well, I only have like 6 potentials right now because that's all I've done, or maybe you're brand new, then you go, sorry, I got a notification that always distracts me. Then, nope, totally lost it. It's gone. I don't know what I was going for there. Oh yeah, you only have 6 potentials. Then go get more. You go, okay, I'm going to follow up with those 6, and then I'm going to get 10 people to post for me, and I'm going to send this many messages on Instagram and get new potentials. And you just want to be growing that potentials list every single day as much as you possibly can. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to hop off before I keep rambling. Bye, guys.